Hi and welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different for you today. Today I'm going to look at restringing this. This is my Kiesel Vader, one of them, and these have become my main guitars over the last sort of 4 or 5 years. One of the reasons is the fact that they're headless and the convenience and the tuning stability. But like many people, when I first came to restring it for the first time, that was a bit of a learning curve. And sure enough, there are already videos out there from Kiesels themselves and other people. So I'm doing this just to add to that, really, because there's a few refinements that I do that just make things a bit easier, and also avoid the common problem that people have had where they're using an Allen key to, on the locking system, and they're over talking it and running into problems. So this is going to be a quick one, but check it out. If you've owned a Kiesel already, then yeah, this is the way to go. Okay, so this is belt and braces, as we say in Yorkshire. I like to solder the wraps just to make sure there's no give and no play in the ball end. You can get reinforced strings now, like the Ernie balls, and they're great. And I think in certain tremolo systems, it's a good idea. Next step is to heat shrink the wraps, just to avoid any chafing. Again, probably a bit over the top, bit belt and braces, but I find it's worth it. In the background there you can see my string of choice, Kemp strings. I'll put a link up to the video where I explain what's so different about them. Prepare to be surprised. Okay, so there we go. That's nicely shrink wrapped. And you'll notice there that I've got the string in a vise. I don't normally do that. I'd usually just hold it in my hand, but while I'm filming, it's a bit easier for that to hold it in place for me. Obviously, if you do that, don't over tighten it. You don't want to crush the string. Okay, Allen key, ditch it, and instead replace it with one of these, a ratchet screwdriver and a good set of bits. And then obviously some snips for snipping strings, and this stuff, which is silicone lubricating grease stuff. And then, yeah, WD-40, another optional extra, but never a bad idea. Okay, so having assembled our tools, we can think about taking the first string off. So start on the low B here, and there we go. So off with the old string. It helps to undo the headpiece end first, and the ball end will slip out. Next up with this silicone lubricant grease, and we're just going to bang some into, well, bang, caress a little bit of that into the nut slot. The reason being, it's not to help lubricate, tuning stability so much, but to prevent the string soaring through the nut. Okay, next tip, getting the perfect string length every time. Line up the ball ends of the old string and the new string and snip to length. I mean, you'd be amazed how consistent you can get this, and so that you get it right first time every time and don't have any bits sticking out. Right, here's the fun bit, aligning the ball end. Here we can see it clearly, so align that ball end, and then it should just drop into the saddle. 9 times out of 10 now, I just put it in and it seats. And off we go, and sort of stringing up to the headpiece. Just gonna, here we go, just loosen off that Allen screw a bit. So here's the key thing, the key difference between using this and an Allen key. With an Allen key, there's a massive tendency to over torque this down, and that's when people have problems with the headpiece, because they're just cranking the living shit out of it because there's no leverage, and you just, like a direct turn, it's much easier to feel when you've got the right amount of torque. And and there we go, just tune it up to pitch, and there we go, get the bit back out. Yeah, there we go, tuning. Look how disgusting my guitar bridge is. It needs a clean, and there we go, and you just work your way across. Here we can see the end result, perfect string lengths. So if you're a bit OCD, having little bits sticking out the end can be a bit annoying. And final finishing touches, Sometimes I'll just give the bridge a bit of a wipe over with some WD-40 just to keep the corrosion at bay, and that is about it. Okay, and there we are, all done, looking very, very beautiful as ever. Yeah, nice. 4 blue.